Hey friends, this is Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead with a TeaBreak. Well, here's a to-do. Today is Wednesday, the 28th of September. You'll get this video tomorrow or on Thursday. And it's because, like, I've been working really hard at keeping ahead on my videos, but these carrots have been, it's been all hands on deck, and the only hands on deck have been mine. Now, last year, I did 100 pounds of carrots, but I put some in rutabagas, and I canned some, and I dehydrated a bunch. And the thing with that is at first I bought a 50-pound bag of carrots, and then my guts told me, buy another 50-pound bag, and I did. This year, carrots are almost non-existent. Like, if I had known how much trouble I was going to have finding deer carrots, that when I had done that big shopping, and if I had had room in my cart, I probably would have bought 30 or 40 pounds of carrots from the grocery store at $3.99 for 10 pounds. And that still would have been, even if I had bought 100 pounds, it would have been $39 cents a pound, right? But anyway, we went for an afternoon drive because we've been looking for a secondhand door. My front door, if you guys remember a couple of years back, I broke the glass in because I locked my keys in the porch. And it's just been sitting with a piece of cardboard over it since. And now my front door into my kitchen, where the tongue goes into the wall, that part of the door has separated. Too many slammings, I guess. I don't know. But so we were out looking for a secondhand door because I looked at Home Depot and them things are like $500, and that's not with a window, right? So we went out for a drive because we knew up around Gracefield, there was a place that sold secondhand appliances and windows and doors and stuff. And we were going to stop, but they were closed. So, but our luck would have it, because normally when deer carrots come out, you can get them at the IGA. You can get them at the gas station. You can get them at Brennan's Hill. You can get them at the place in Kaz that sells all the apples and stuff. There have been none. And I had a feeling carrots may be hard. I wasn't going to assume anything this year about whether or not carrots were going to be available. That's why I bought the 10 pounds at the grocery store, right? So we went for our drive, and we come upon a gas station in between Gracefield and Maniwaki that had 50-pound bags of carrots for $7. And I said to Howie, I want two. And I guess he went in there, and the lady didn't speak her English was not great, and Howie's French is not great, but together they figured out that, that we wanted 2 bags of carrots and that they were $7 each. And she said, but you can only have 2, was the gist of the conversation. She wanted to make sure, because I guess they're really hard to get this year. And she didn't want somebody just pulling up, buying the entire pallet, and then moving it down the line and selling them for $10 a bag and making a profit. She wanted to make sure everybody who actually needed or wanted carrots got them, because she obviously knew people like me can them and process them for winter. So we bought 100 pounds. Now, last year, because I was, dealing with so many carrots, I forgot to turn my camera on through half of it. So this year, you're getting the whole 9 yards of how long it takes me to process 100 pounds of carrots, and that's 3 days. But I've decided to plant carrots this coming spring, and I've ordered myself some rainbow heritage carrots and stuff like that. But I have been working since Sunday on these carrots, and so you're not going to get the video until Friday. And then after that, this is what's going on. After the carrots, I got to go and harvest my celery. And then after I harvest my celery and process it, I have to make broth. And I'm telling you, it's going to be the biggest batch of vegetable broth I have ever made, because I probably have 7 to 10 pounds of carrot peels. I probably have 5 to 10 pounds of onion ends. And I'm probably going to have that much in celery ends and hollow celery. So my broth video is going to take me 3 days to create. You feel me? So things are slowing down because I'm working in vast numbers right now. I'm doing, you know, I know I always do, but it's like, this is the first year that I've actually felt like I wasn't killing myself to get stuff done. I'm doing better. Yes, my hands kept me up all night from peeling carrots. They didn't keep me up all night. I was up about 3 times with a sharp pain in my hand would wake me up. But I'm doing much better this year. I'm doing much, much better this year. So once the carrots are done, then we do celery, then we do broth, then we do rutabagas and parsnips, and the canning is done for the year. So, and when I found out that when I get my side of beef, I can get bones and suet. And a lot of people go, what do you use suet for? Well, a lot of those recipes in Ann Audrey's recipe box are old, and they call for suet. And there's a lot of old-fashioned steamed puddings that Howie's probably not going to like, but, you know, like Spotted Dick and stuff, because that's just like a steamed pudding with currants in it and blueberries in it and stuff. But there's a lot of more things coming, and y'all know I'm getting ready to be a grandmother and stuff. So there's a whole bunch of stuff's going on, okay? But I'll tell you what, come January, I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams while I take some time to recuperate. Okay? So there's more stuff coming up. I've had a lot of requests for pantry pull meals. Tonight's is a pantry pull meal. Last night's was a pantry pull meal. Although I forgot to turn the camera on for the end. Right? So you're only going to get to see the result of me making a pantry pull spaghetti sauce. If I even put it up as a video, please let me know. Okay? So that's what's going on. Soon as canning season's over, I'm going to start back on reading with Beverly Wolfe and finishing the Anne of Green Gables series. Right now we're on Anne's House of Dreams. And we're going to move forward with there. It's usually from January on is when I start doing my reading, but it's a really busy year. So if I can take away any one thing from this summer and my garden, is don't assume you're going to be able to buy the things you need, right? Don't assume. If you can garden, garden. Take advantage of the sales. Like I said, I got that 10-pound bag of carrots at the grocery store because I did not want to assume that I was going to be able to get deer carrots this year, and I almost didn't. So, you know, and I'm glad everybody liked the dehydrated bread cubes. And somebody else asked me, well, I don't have a dehydrator. Honey, just cut up your bread cubes, put them on a parchment-lined cookie sheet or a cookie sheet. Turn your oven. Now, somebody else gave me this suggestion. One of y'all gave me this suggestion, and I'm passing it on. Turn your oven on to 400 degrees while you cube up your bread. Put it all on a cookie sheet, and then turn the oven off. And then put your cube bread in the oven on the cookie sheets. And in about an hour, they'll all be dry. You don't want to cook them, you just want to dry them. All right? And also, I had one person say that they weren't fond of bread pudding because it was too soggy, but the dehydrated bread cubes made sense. You're absolutely right. That bread pudding came out more like a pecan pie cake because the bread cubes were so dry. When they soaked up all that custard mix, then the whole bottom was like this sponge cake. So it was really, really good. You're going to see Howie wanting that again, and you're going to see him wanting toppings on our bread pudding from now on. But yes, there's going to be more bread pudding videos because they're all different. You know, you're only limited by your imagination. And there's going to be a lot of pantry pull videos this winter. Okay? This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, I got to go finish peeling the last, I don't know, 10, 15 pounds of carrots. Blanch them, get them on the dehydrator, and then I'm done. Take care, God bless, and yes, you will look forward to a pantry video in about a month. All right? Love you guys. Hey, folks, a little birdie has told me that the 4 jars lids prices are going up a little bit. Now, that's not going to be a bad thing because the shipping is going from free to orders over $100 down to free shipping on orders over $50. But the new prices and shipping goes into effect on October 1st. So if you want to buy in bulk while the prices are still what they are, then you might want to take advantage of the current prices for the next 2 days. If you're a home canner and you're not trying 4 jars canning lids, you are missing out. These are heavier than any other disposable lid on the market. They are a U.S. company, and if you order over $100, your shipping is free. Check in the description box below this video for a link to 4 jars canning lids and use the coupon code HALFACRE, all one word in capital letters, for 10% off. Check them out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for ideas and recipes. 4 jars canning lids, you can't go wrong.